Good morning. Now, in this first part, I would like to ask you some questions about yourself. So, let's talk about money. Are you good at saving money?
Yes, I am really good at saving money, but I always try to save money. But sometimes it really becomes challenging for me. For some, it, there are some expenses, extra expenses, some accident or something like that. But I always try to save money.
So how do you usually spend your money?
I usually spend my money on things like which are real necessary things. I don't spend money which aren't really necessary or for show off or some luxury stuff. I always try to spend money on those necessary things.
So, how often do you go shopping?
I don't go shopping that much. Maybe once in a month. I try to go to the shopping for only those occasional times, such as Eid times or any special occasions. At that time, only go to shopping.
So, what do you think about online shopping? Is it good or bad?
Online shopping is really convenient because it's saving your time at the same time it's saving your energy. You don't have to search for in markets. But however, there are some problems also. Sometimes what the person or the online shop you're purchasing from maybe they cheat from you or they might send another product which you haven't ordered. So you have to be cautious at the same time. You need to be careful, and you have to see their ratings and reviews before purchasing.
Okay, is fashion important to you?
Yes, fashion is really important. I try to express myself through fashion. However, I always try to wear only those clothing which are really comfortable for me.
So, what is the most expensive thing that you have ever bought?
The most expensive thing will be my phone because it's the most expensive thing I have, and it's costed me for about like 60 or 70,000, and it provides some extra features which others don't.
Okay, now let's move on seaside. So, have you ever made a journey by boat?
I have made a journey by boat once in my lifetime, and it was in 2014 maybe when I was a kid. I went in a boat. I went on a journey by boat with my family, and the memory was so good. I enjoyed those sea. I enjoyed those river, and I also enjoyed the natural beauty.
So, is the seaside a popular tourist destination to the people of your country?
Yes, seaside is really popular in my country. I guess most of the people prefers sea rather than hills or mountains. Personally, I prefer seas more than hills or mountains. So most of the people of our country like sea.
So, what should be done to prevent the pollution of the oceans?
Things should be like the first of all, you need to be careful. You need to be conscious about what are the results of polluting the sea. When you are when you know that the results of the sea or polluting the seas, you will not do any kinds of things like that which will pollute the seas. And moreover, government should also take a view over these problems. So these are the things might be done to prevent this problem.
Okay, so do you enjoy going to the beach?
Yes, I really enjoy going to the beach. I just said that I love seas rather than hills. I like sea shores and those waves when they're hitting the beach. And this beautiful scene is really mesmerizing.
Now, let's move on breaks. Do you prefer a long break or several short breaks?
Uh, I always try to prefer short breaks because when you are having a long break, after this long break, you might lose your attention from that particular work or that study. And if you have a short break after a few times or few periods, it might be a really good thing to refresh your mind. At the same time, it will re-energy you and to get rid of your tiredness and boringness. It will really help you.
So, what do you usually do during your break?
I usually stretch my body and then uh, roaming around my home. Maybe go for a walk, a short walk to my rooftop, or maybe I go to the balcony, see the natural beauties, and come back to my work again.
So how often do you take a break?
I recently noticed that my concentration or attention span is 90 minutes. So after 90 minutes, I can't concentrate anymore. So after 90 minutes, I usually take any breaks or short breaks.
Okay, now let's talk about losing things. Do you often lose things?
Yes, I really lose things so much. Few days ago, I lost my money and my some important things. My credit card, I also lost it. So I'm really bad at losing things.
Okay. So what can we do to avoid losing things?
Things we can do maybe be more organized and or maybe we should recheck the thing or also we can do one thing we can take our important things in a private space or in a secure space to prevent losing.
So why do some people tend to lose things compared to the others?
The most reasons behind this are they are really messy guy and they're like they're not that much organized or the things they're losing are not really important to them. So these are the reasons behind losing things.
So what will you do if you get something that is lost by someone?
At first, I'll try to see if there is any contact number or any way I can contact the real owner. If there is not, then I'll try to reach to my nearest police station to hand over them the product. And if I don't have the chance, then I will donate it to someone who really needs it.
Thank you. Now I'm going to give you topics and I would like you to talk about 1 to 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to take note. So this is your pencil, questions and paper. You have 1 minute. If you want, you can take notes also. Okay, so now you have 1 to 2 minutes for this topics. Don't worry if I stop you. I will let you know when the time is up. Suppose you start speaking right now, please.
Recently, I took a significant risk and I thought the result would be something terrible, but it ended up with a surprising result. So the thing was, a few days ago, there was a session on about studying abroad organized by an organization named YDC, and I participated on on that session, and at that session they forced me to speak in front of all the people. But I thought I might say something inappropriate or something wrong during the speech. So and moreover, I am a really introvert person. I don't I don't like talking too much, or I don't feel talking in front of so much people. But public speaking is a really great skill, and it should have everyone. So I think let's give it a try, and I went for it. But there was a really risky for me. It was since I'm an introvert person. So I went for it, and when I started speaking, I felt so much confidence in me, and I said so many things which are really important, and every attendant were really engaged to my words, and they really felt good for the speech I gave, and they were really important for them, and they were really supportive for them, and eventually I noticed that I'm doing so much well, and after that thing they said me that you did really well, and the expertise also gave me feedback which I have lackings or which I need to improve. So even I noticed one thing that through this thing I am really improving my self public speaking skill at the same time my self development. So this thing was a really good experience for me. And apart all of those fears, I conquered my fear of public speaking. Eventually, if I gave any chance like this, I will definitely go for it. It will help me to improve my public skill.
you. Could I have the paper and pencil? Well, you have been talking about a time when you gave a speech in front of audience. And now I'm going to ask you some questions that are related to these topics. So, why do some people enjoy extreme sports?
The reason I guess during extreme sports, it helps you to get apart from those. It helps you to get more adrenaline hormone, which is really important. At the same time, it also helps you to like. It also makes you apart from all of those your works and your routines. So these things really helps someone to improve their health and mind also.
So, are action films popular in your
Uh, Action films are really popular in my country because they have a sense of thrill at the same time. If there is a good VFX, also if there is a good storyline, then it's really popular in my country.
So, do you think it is good thing if a leader likes to take risks?
If a leader likes to take a risk, then he should think about it because many people are depending on this leader. He should take a decision after thinking so much time. He shouldn't. He should have think about his consequences. What should be the result? What might be the result? After all of those things, he might take a risk because if there is a risk, there will be a story.
So, should young people be encouraged to take risks?
Honestly, they should, because if they take risks more, then they should have a new experience. At the same time, if they fail, but also if they fail, but the thing is they are learning new things from their failure. So risk is really important. As I said before, if there we often hear that if there is no risk, there is no story.
Okay. So, are backups important for taking risks?
Yes, backups are really important because when you are taking a risk and if there is no backup, it will take so much time to recover you from that particular moment after that risk. So having a backup is really important to recover from the risk so as soon as possible.
Thank you. That is the end of your speaking.
Bilingual Learning Center, BLC, Bogura.